Hello and welcome to the Joela Woman podcast. My name is Joelaleather. It's a pleasure being here today, and we're here to talk about the Joela Woman. There's so much to talk about, so little time, but let you have a little bit of an insight. Now, Joela as a brand understand that their customers are not just purchasing products, but also a lifestyle and an image. For the Joela Woman, they strive to project an image of confidence, sophistication, as well as sustainability. They believe that shopping should not just be about accumulating possessions, but also about making mindful and meaningful choices. And hopefully those choices will align with their values. Their products are amazing and designed to be both stylish and timeless so that they can be worn and cherished for a very, very long time. The priority is sustainable and ethical practices in all their production processes so that their customers can also feel good about the impact of what they've purchased. After this quick break, we are going to meet the Joela Woman herself, Yomi Odutola. Stay with us. You're watching the Joela Woman podcast. My name is Joelaleather, and in front of your screens, once again, we're here to have a conversation. The Joela Woman herself, Yomi Odutola, is in the studio, and we have a very, very important topic to touch on. And this is one that's very dear to my heart because I speak to God every morning. I do my best to speak to him every night as well, even though he's here and he's watching and he's like, my daughter, sometimes you forget to pray at night. But in the mornings, I just don't feel complete if I haven't said a prayer to start my day the right way. I'm not sure how many other women out there feel the same way. I know there are probably one or two of you that feel the same way. So let's talk a little bit about the God factor. God at home, God at work, and remembering to reflect him in everything we do. Talk to us.
That's also a topic that is close to my heart as well. I'm not perfect and I'm not striving to be perfect. Only one person is perfect.
Yes,
he knows himself, But we're meant to emulate him and be like him as best as possible. And I think over the years, I have tried to box myself in that, this is how we have to toe the line, But then I realized that I get better at not striving to be perfect, at just being me. I think he even appreciates me more being myself. So, what you said this just a few minutes ago about praying this morning and not always praying at night. I mean, he would typically say, pray throughout the day. And what is a prayer? A prayer is an ask, or a prayer is a conversation with God. So you said you did something now. He said he's watching. He said, that's a prayer. That's a reminder of the fact that we have to be mindful of his presence at every point in time. And that's the only way we can have him at home, at work, and everywhere in between. When we are mindful of his presence, and mindful of who he is and what he expects of us. We're not perfect. But you know what? And he's that gracious God that you're like, I have done this. It's bad. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. That is also a prayer.
True.
So your relationship with him throughout the day shouldn't be kept at morning
And night.
Take him along. No, actually, he takes us along. But let him be
A part of everything.
A part of everything. And that's the only way you can have him at home and at work. And everywhere in between.
Where do you think the average woman has sort of, in a sense, lost that connection? Where and why do you think it's so hard for people to stay connected with God in this day and age?
It's the pace of life. The pace of life, you go to work, you have to, you're raising children or not raising children. You have deadlines, deliverables. It's the pace of life. And I think we forget that it is this giver of life that can set the pace for us. There are times I'm in meetings or something and I'm blank, totally blank. I say a quick prayer, God, please give me an idea. I say it. And without waiting for anything, I'm like, so today we're going to do and it starts, and I forget that I've actually said that prayer.
Yeah.
But I was able to connect before I started, because I knew that, you know what, Yomi, you're actually blank right now. And then I deliver, and I'm wondering, how did that happen? Of course, I know how it happened. I asked. So I was conscious enough to bring him into that conversation or that meeting at that time.
Yeah. And bringing God in, bringing Jesus in to every conversation, every whisper within your heart. Sometimes it might not be allowed. Maybe it might not be in everybody's presence. It might be in the corner. Might even be in the bathroom.
Yes.
Just makes everything smoother.
Absolutely.
Makes you feel more relaxed.
Absolutely.
And I feel like when people begin to realize that bringing God into everything they do, consciously bringing him in, they'll begin to realize that he was always there to begin with. But acknowledging him is even better. It makes you feel even more relaxed. You sweat less. And there is scripture on God's children not sweating to be successful, to shine and be in his likeness. And a Joela woman is a woman, in my opinion, who remembers that God is, and God has always been, and God will always be. We're going to take a break on that note and thank him for being part of everything we do. Thanks for watching.